Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to Monster Train. Let's just set up a random run here. Win streak of 3. After playing a lot of Isaac and not really necessarily having the best luck or skill, having a win streak of 3 in a video game is like, wow, I'm very good. I'm good. Hellhorned Stygian primary. So we're gonna have Torch and Frozen Lances. Molting Imp, Impish Scholar, Energy Siphon, Buff Debuff Seraph. Really makes you want to build into imps, I feel. Buff Debuff is also maybe not that good for spell weakness, but even having one Energy Siphon and like a good spell would be nice. You know, like what if we get Energy Siphon holdover and then that Inferno card? I think that's the name of it. It's a Hellhorn card, 100 damage. It's pretty good. But let's take a relic and then look at our champion. We know what our champion is. It's going to be the champion that has either plus damage on kill or rage armor gain. We're going to go friendly units get plus 5 HP. It's going to help with the imps. And we didn't get the rage champion, which I actually prefer out of all of them, but we do have the opportunity to get a heavy slay champion. Without having access to anything that is rage or armor, I think we will take Reaper. We can make Reaper work pretty well for us, but we do need to, out the spikes. We do need to put tanks in front of him very frequently. But I suppose the best allied clan to have when you are working with Hornbreaker Prince that has rage and armor is definitely Awoken, so you can put spikes on him, because if you put spikes on him, he can get a kill and gain armor and rage in the same turn, which is pretty freaking sweet. So, we'll hit ya. We will put the Hornbreaker, I think we'll put him on the middle floor, because we're not getting a kill right now. We need another unit. But now you're getting a kill. We are losing a lot of health on our champion, which is very unfortunate. We also did not get a tank for our champion, so he's gonna have very low health, but there's our tank. It'll get him to 35, so we are gonna get another kill with our champion. 2 train stewards, I think they need to go down. Someone is moving up to the top. You killed the imp and you lived! You dick! You dick! Well, that's highly unfortunate. You dick. Oh, because the imp attacked, died to the spikes, counted as a slay trigger, gave damage shield. All of that happened and more. Oh, that's frustrating. Well, you're gonna make it through, unfortunately. Which means you're gonna do 12 damage to the pyre because of that misplay of putting down the imp on the middle floor. I had to keep the champion alive, but it was still extremely unfortunate that that's how it played out. Oh my lord. Whatever. Armor 10 and summon apply armor 10 to all friendly units. Unit essences, return a red and consume spell, deal 15 damage to all enemy units. An imp and an imp that's endless would be very nice. As for these spells, I kind of just like a vent. Get some kills. And then I really like Titan's Tooth. Anything that is crowd control, I actually prefer a lot. Even if it's an expensive card, it might just be worth it to play it on a single turn. So Stygian units, maybe we could get like an Incanter. I hate the Divine Boons. Merchant of Steel, Endless on an Imp would be wonderful. Yeah, I think we'll go unit upgrades and try to like fish for, multi-strike. Maybe try to fish for an Endless. But now that we've got multi-strike, I'm thinking, okay, there's some pretty decent multi-strike units. Like even Railbeater is a pretty nice multi-striker. Branded Warrior sucks, I think. So we'll go Railbeater. But giving him multi-strike means that he'll inflict double melee weakness. and then we can just give him a lot of health, and we can do both of those things right now. I mean, if we put melee weakness on a unit, then our champion maybe has a better chance of getting a kill, because he'll do double damage. So I do feel like the rail beater could function as a good tank for our champion. Then honestly, I'm not gonna purge, I'm just gonna save money for the future. I could re-roll and see if we got endless and then take the pyre shard, sorry, the pact shard in order to maybe make it work and then, you know, buy endless on an imp, but we'll get endless and stuff later. I hope. So, I mean, I kind of just immediately love this. You're gonna do 30 damage and you're gonna get the kill. And I could put an imp out to just take 6 damage so that we don't take any damage. I like that. And then Train Steward will go here in case we get a gold collector. It's at the top floor, huh? So our champion's not getting a kill. Champion is not getting a kill because we're only doing 35 damage to that unit, and I don't think there's a way of changing that. Well, suppose we can just play a Train Steward. Because even if I Energy Siphon, Frozen Lance, it's 18 damage. That means we'll do 28 after the first hit, which is not enough to get a kill. So we can't kill the Disciple Protector in the front using only the Rail Beater. Wait a minute. Yeah, we can't do that. So I guess we'll just do this to kill you, you know, on the next turn. Not ideal, but, you know, we just lose out on one Slay trigger from the champion. Honestly, we should still get the kill. And yeah, hit you with one of those frostbites. All right, that was not that bad. The melee weakness is helping our champion to get more damage output. Vent Molting Imp, Fledgling Imp. Dude, I love these Molting Imps. Being able to wipe an enemy floor is very good. Titan's Gratitude could discard a card. Crit Builder does a lot of damage. Flash Freeze does targeted damage. Titan's Gratitude is good damage with like an Energy Siphon. But we can always upgrade Frozen Lances and Torches to have Consume. I don't know what to take here. I guess maybe a Flash Freeze just to kill a specific enemy unit. If I could make Titan's Gratitude hit Titan's Tooth, it might be worth taking here. Sweep, Strike, Resolve Armor 5 to friendly units. I think we'll take an Icy Silophyte. If we get lucky and get Quick, that would be a good upgrade target. Quick plus Large Stone. I mean, it's a match made in heaven. You love to see it if you can get it, so we'll try to go for that. I didn't look at any of the unit essences for that choice, though. Maybe I should have. Maybe I should have. I think we should go Artifact, because it's an artifact. I could also double up on a spell or unit, but nah, the only thing worth doubling up on is the Rail Beater. So, yeah, let's go left path, I think. We're kind of ignoring the Stygian path, but unfortunately, I think it's just what makes sense right now. Purge and Spell Chain. Units cost -2 or +3 magic power. That would work well with torches, so that the torches are more likely to get kills. Units costing -2 means that we could get like Demon Fiends and actually make them playable. I think you gotta go units. And an Alpha Fiend is probably what you take here. +1 capacity and strike +5. It's pretty good. We could put the Alpha Fiend on a Rail Beater so that the multi-strike is always buffing his own damage. Or we could put this on a Icy Silophyte, or it's not the Icy Silophyte, Oh, it is Icy Silophyte. It's weird because Icy is not Frostbite, Icy is spell weakness. But we could do that, and then the Alpha Fiend would buff her damage by 5, and she's a sweeper. Additionally, I don't know if... Okay, Strike triggers when attacking. I assume on a sweeper, it'll only trigger once. It's still good. It's still good. Yeah, we're definitely gonna take an Alpha Fiend. We'll figure out how to buff him later. Spell Chain. A Spell Chain vent is very nice because if you give it magic power, you can just get another copy of it. Purge, it's not worth 10 pact shards. We'll talk about the Engage pact, but for right now, let's go to the Concealed Cavern. Trapdoor, Steel Pulley Claw. I like pulling a unit up to the pyre and letting them die. So yeah, multi-strike would definitely cause that trigger to trigger more than once, and the unit has melee weakness, so they'll be buffing their own attack damage every time they attack with multi-strike. But this unit is a tank. They're not really a... I don't have them specifically for damage dealing, but it's still probably worth it to put the unit in them. It's very tricky. It's very tricky. I think we should put the Alpha Fiend in them. So, Alpha Fiend, you're gonna get sacked, and I'm gonna put you in the Rail Beater. Because now you're gonna get stronger, and you're still gonna apply melee weakness, and you're not gonna be like a 10 out of 10 unit, because you're kind of functioning as both a tank and a damage dealer, but you're not bad. You're gonna carry me for some time, but we really do need to upgrade other units and get other units too. Rage 4. I think we're gonna put the Rail Beater Homebreaker at the top so that the enemies are weak as they make it up. Seems like the best idea for me. And then Icy Silophyte might as well get you out. Yeah? Could even put you down here at the bottom. Yeah! And kill you. I do want to make sure that my upper units can still do things, like can still attack, can still get kills. But I guess they will against Talos because Talos has moved up to this floor. And we're not even taking that much damage either up here. That seems pretty nice. I guess I'm just gonna put units down. No more cards to draw. Oh, right. It's like, why no more cards to draw? Oh, because we frickin' didn't consume anything. Hey, Milk Jug, thank you very much for the resub for 31 months. Officially Abe's longest relationship. Well, you know, you could be wrong. You could be right, though. You never know. It's so tempting to go for the 50-50 Titan's Tooth. I think you just play Titan's Tooth. Because you know that your champion is going to get a kill on the next floor. Actually, I think the Rail Beater is going to get 2 kills. No, the champion's going to get 1 kill. Yeah, it's close, but I need an armor card. I need something I can play on the Rail Beater to keep him going. And right now I do not know what that is. But this guy they're starting to do a lot of damage at the top. So let's yeet you into the stratosphere. Put down another Train Steward. That's a little bit more spell weakness. I mean, you're gonna die in one shot anyways. You're gonna hit my Rail Beater for 2, and he's gonna get another +5 attack permanently, which is pretty freaking good. Yeah, and with the melee weakness, you're not gonna live for very long. I mean, the champion did 120 damage on his attack, which is pretty nice, but... double the amount of rage. Apply rage and armor. This card needs a buff. 2x rage and 2x armor. If you can get, like, 99 energy, which can happen on Hellhorn builds, if you can get a lot of energy, this is great, but it doesn't seem that good right now. Like, it's just so little armor. Just so little armor. And we're not dealing with rage. Magic power could be nice, but I don't think any of these are really what we want. Like, I don't have spells that are attuned. It's not like the magic power is gonna affect them. I just need to get those imps rolling around. I think we're gonna skip. I hate to say it, but I think we're gonna skip. Titan Sentry, very good. Demon Fiend is what I was looking for though, a 50-50. Plus 30, and +1 capacity. I would have loved to have put you in the Rail Beater, but I think we're just gonna have to take you. And then I think we are gonna go capacity. I wanna be able to put an imp in front of the Rail Beater, and now I can. Plus 30, +1 capacity. That's almost enough for the Icy Silo fight even, but I would want her to be quick. She's not quick. Are we gonna go for another unit? Yes, I want to purge cards and upgrade. We gotta get these train stewards out of here because they're essentially worthless. We have Large Stone, which I do want for the Silo fight, because then if I give them quick, they're actually killing a lot of units on the bottom floor every turn. Unless we want to have them not be on the bottom, but... Check out the horn, this here. Another Alpha Fiend, a Steelworker, apply armor 5 to friendly units. Having this on the same floor as our Rail Beater could be nice. +1 in strike, +5. We're not gonna meld another unit. I think the Steelworker can totally work. Now, do I want them to be a tank? Not really. We'll give them multi-strike or more slay. It's tough because they're both actually pretty good. I think we'll go with the slay. One thing that this deck right now is not that good at is dealing with like bottom floor enemies that are gonna build up floor after floor and turn after turn. Now, if I take Large Stone, I can't re-roll and get Endless or Quick. Or Multi-Strike. Multi-Strike on the Demon Fiend is good. Large Stone on the Steelworker. Large Stone on Icy Silo fight is very good. I think we'll upgrade Silo fight and Incant Armor. Wouldn't mind that on the Steelworker necessarily. Plus 30 magic power, purge -1. I mean, a Titan's Tooth that does 38 is pretty good. A Vent that does X plus 30 is pretty good, but it's not piercing, and so, you know, we're not gonna get a lot of kills necessarily. What's coming up? Another meld, an artifact, another meld, another meld. Lots of melds coming up, so we don't need a meld right now. I think I'm not gonna upgrade anything right now. The Incant Armor is interesting, maybe for the Steelworker to keep him alive, but I'd much rather just give him, I don't know, maybe something else. It'll help to keep him alive. You know, screw it. I'm gonna give you Incant Armor too. Sure, why not? Armor 15, why not? Okay, so... Let me think. Plus 30, and +1 capacity. Demon Fiend on the Silo fight? If she was quick, it would be a no-brainer. Like a 45 damage, 80 health unit that can just murder everything. That'd be insanely good. We don't have that opportunity, do we? All right, Demon Fiend and Hornbreaker Prince. You can get kills, so I'm gonna start you at the bottom. And you are hasted, which is very annoying, but not much I can do about that. I can kill you with the Silophyte. We're not gonna get any value out of the spell weakness, but I think it is worth it to stop these enemies that make it through the bottom floor. I'm not gonna kill you, but I can kill you with a single torch. The Demon Fiend is gonna be taking some hits. There's not much we can do about that. 50, 70. Means you're taking 120. You have exactly 120 health? That's perfect. Now you're dying. Until we like finish building our floors, it's gonna be a little awkward. You have 130 HP, so you're not dying. And you're still not gonna die, so you're gonna make it up. That's very annoying, but there's nothing we can do about that. If we had melee weakness, we could kill this unit with the champion, but it's the wrong floor for that. Everything is dying, you're taking 11 damage. At least the turns are pretty quick. At least we've got that going for us. I think we'll just tank with the Imp. And I think we'll just tank with the Imp. You know what, the Imp's getting armor on this floor, which is nice, but I don't think we're gonna be able to kill the haste unit down here. Well, I guess we could just do that, which is nice. And you're dead. Beautiful. I guess the champion was doing 110 on his own, but like, that's not enough. I don't know what we need to do to make that guy stronger. Inferno's a very good card. It's an extremely great card. It's absurdly good. If we can get this with holdover, it might be enough to like carry the run in a bad situation, so I might grab it just in case. Pyrebound to Ascend and Daze could be very good. It ascends all enemy units. If you don't want to ascend the units though, you have no choice in the matter. They're just gonna be ascended. Magic Power to cards in hand. It hasn't really been useful at all. I mean, the spells really have not been useful, but the spells are kind of trash right now. If we could double stack Siren Song, it could save my life, so we'll take that too. Does seem like a good opportunity for Merchant of Magic. We haven't been upgrading spells yet. Putting Consume, putting Holdover, putting lower energy cost on spells would be very good. We could also go for more unit upgrades and keep searching for things like Quick, Multi-Strike. Could even, if we get Quick, put the Demon Fiend in the Icy Silophyte. But I really do think we need to upgrade some spells. We can actually upgrade units and get 2 artifacts if we go to the right path next. I think that's beautiful. So Holdover. Dude, a Holdover Inferno. Pretty good. It's pretty good. I think, plus Energy Siphon. I think that's worth it. Could also go for a Titan's Tooth, but I do think that a Holdover Inferno, because if we draw this early, we can kill entire floors so quickly. Hell, we can even, play this after the Icy Silophyte has stacked up spell weakness on someone. So we're gonna try that. Magic Power and Consume. Honestly, on event until we get Inferno, that seems like a good call. Permafrost. Permafrosting Siren Song until we get an opportunity to really play it seems nice. Permafrosting Titan's Tooth so that we can maybe dump it with Titan's Gratitude. Permafrosting Steel Polyclaw. I think Siren Song as like a I need to kill something card seems pretty nice. And then plus 10 magic power. I mean, making a 2-cost Titan's Tooth, it's worth playing now. And then, what do we get here? +4 armor each time it's applied. We do want this artifact. We have several units that are affected by armor. That does seem pretty decent. I'm still not gonna pact, not yet anyways. Now I would love to have an endless armor imp, but maybe later. So +6 damage. I don't think it's that bad. We have tanky units and we have a bunch of spells. I'm gonna turn it on. We have a lot of health on our units. I am worried about the boss being extremely difficult to kill though. Apply armor 9 to friendly units and it can't gain armor 6. So you're now the super tank. You're a super tank. This is an interesting turn. I think we Prince, Steelworker, Pulley Claw, Frozen Lance, Energy Siphon. We're not getting those cards back. You might as well get them out of the way now, right? Now I would like the Hornbreaker to get a kill, so the Demon Fiend would be able to block. Or I could just play a Torch. These guys do a lot of damage is the big problem here. I think we need the Demon Fiend to tank a hit. Icy Silophyte wiping a floor would be really nice. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 damage, just under. You would live to do one attack, so I'm gonna put you down there. I could put a tank in front of you to keep you alive if I think it's necessary. But we did get a Molting Imp, so we can just play that. We also have a Titan's Tooth. Need more capacity here. But our champion is gonna get another kill. You're still dying. Rail Beater cannot keep you alive. Well, you know what? If the Rail Beater cannot keep you alive, I think I actually like maybe playing you up here because you're gonna get a lot of armor every single turn. You're getting +9 every turn, that's pretty good. And this will keep the Silophyte alive. You're taking 26 damage. You'll die on the next floor. I don't love the position our Hornbreaker Prince is in, but oh well. I need the Rail Beater to get some kills though. These enemies are like real tough. Summon. It's gonna bring back a Pulley Claw. I'm okay with that. The Vent would also be nice to bring back, but these enemies won't be stunned when they move up. Maybe that's what we want. Maybe we want the Demon Fiend to die so we can just put something new in front of it, because it's essentially gonna die right now. In which case, a Torch would actually kill you. So let's play the Impish Scholar. Why are we playing an Impish Scholar? Just to die? It's actually not a very bad reason for that, honestly. I could kill you and keep the Demon Fiend alive. I don't really mind killing the Demon Fiend and then putting just like some imps in front. I don't have any other units, so it's really Demon or Hornbreaker Prince on his own. I really hope that we won't die to the boss, but you know, we'll worry about that later. Let's get you back in the deck. You could be an important card. I think we're going to kill the Demon Fiend to free up a spot. The champion is now getting a kill, which I also enjoy. Then we'll just murder all of you. And then why don't we keep the Silophyte alive for another turn? So now I don't have a unit to play in front of the champion, which is highly unfortunate. I guess we do have a Train Steward. And he'll block all the shots, which is pretty good. And now nothing is making it up. Yeah! And we'll yaw. Train Steward, you might as well stay there. Well, no, I should kill you for... I don't really want the Molting Imp to be played next turn. Because now I really want to pull the Sycophant up to the Pyre. But I can't do that, at least not until the next turn. But I also really want to play Inferno, because it's still 100 damage. But if I do that, it will buff the Self-Made Harpy's attack. Enough so that, I mean, this floor won't be able to do anything to stop it. But it is 100 damage, and we could even play it here for another 100 if we can't keep the Hornbreaker Prince alive. We should, you know, we should probably play more spells up here for the armor gain. Okay, I think we're gonna do that. Like, I don't think there was a better option, unfortunately. 7, 7, 7, yeah, and I think we honestly just do like the same thing. Spell weakness and then Inferno. We're doing a lot of damage. And you're dying up here, barely, but you are dying. And the armor is certainly helping. You have almost 100 armor, but we didn't buff our Rail Beater at all until the very end, which was not smart. March of Shields. I love it. Battering Ram is also good, but I like getting armor. Freeze a card in hand, apply armor 5 to friendly units on Incant. I think we go heavy armor build. Incant, apply armor 1. That's fine, because it'll still be increased. So we're gonna put a Guardian Stone inside of the Steelworker. So Resolve applies armor to friendly units, Incant gains armor for himself, and also Incant gains armor to all friendly units. And then that's gonna be his job, is tanking up a floor with armor. And then after that, I don't know what we're gonna do, but it still seems like a pretty good idea to build around this hammer that we have. So we are gonna go to the right path. We're gonna gain 2 artifacts, I think. And there is quick. So we can actually make the Icy Silophyte quick and put the Demon Fiend in the Silophyte if we want. Which is what I wanted, honestly. So we're gonna upgrade you. And plus 25 health. You know, making you survive a little bit longer seems like a good call. We're gonna look for Endless. We got it, so with that, we will make... I don't think we need to make the Molting Imps Endless, actually. I think I thought about it, and I realized, you know what, we don't need that. Friendly units enter with armor 9, or split Anvil to make... I clicked the gold! What? Oh no, the game crashed! Aw, damn it, guys, what happened? Stupid dodge roll, fix your game. I just clicked the freaking gold. Yo, resume the run. Okay. Oh look! Quick! We're gonna put this on the Icy Silophyte. I think we're gonna put plus 25 HP on the Steelworker. It's probably a pretty good thing to keep him a little bit more alive. And then, okay, what I wanted to click on was I wanted to click on the spells because we have Inferno, which if we play that every turn, or Titan's Tooth, we can make the cheap spells free and then get incants off of them. Now, friendly units entering with armor 9 is good, but that's only a temporary thing. I think Split Anvil for like energy refund purposes might be a little bit better, and then maybe go card draw after this. I think I'll go for another artifact too. Ascend or Descend applies as additional days. Imps gain energy and draw. Spell weakness 2 when they enter the floor below the pyre. I think Iron Dropcage or Queen's Tail, we only have 1 Ascend card. Actually, we have 2, technically. But we also have 3 Imps, and getting through the deck faster, we have 4 Imps, and getting through the deck faster with the Imp draw probably seems best out of that option. And then here, I think we're just gonna remove cards. Train Steward's gotta go. I'll spend another 90 to get rid of another train steward. And then after this combat, we can actually do some more unit melding. And we do need to unit meld Arcus. You know, I want to make one big super tank floor. And you know what? Now that I think about it, what we might want to do is put the champion on the same floor as the super tanks. So capacity might be what we want for like a super top floor. Because then we'll be able to have 7 capacity, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's the 2 armor units and the champion. As a top floor, that seems pretty decent. Sweep is gonna be a bit of a problem though on the Divinity fight, now that I think about it. Yeah. Except we're gonna get armor every turn. That'll counteract it. There you go, there you go. So do we start that now or do we do something else? I think I really like the Xylophite at the bottom. They're gonna take a lot of damage, but they will kill units as they move it up. But if we can kill the units with an Incant or with the Inferno card, I'd rather do that. I think we'll put the Xylophite on the 2nd floor. Buys me a turn to get cards out that can actually kill him. Oh, we also have the, oh wait, no, we're gonna put this in a unit, so, right, that's what that's gonna be for. Yeah, so let's put the Xylophite down here. Got a free Frozen Lance. We'll put the Hornbreaker. Do I want him at the top floor? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's not enough capacity for everything I want on the top floor, but I'm gonna do it anyways because we can put the Incant Totem up here with the melee weakness unit. So I think that'll be okay. And then spells being more expensive, you know, just end turn. Okay, if a unit dies, Weight of Contrition. That's like the perfect one to get. Rail Beater needs to go out. So now we're doing 140 damage to the boss, which is pretty good. And then Steelworker can tank for the Xylophite. And every time we play a spell, we will also get an incant off of it. Now I could also Demon Fiend. But I think I'd actually rather kill you and then start incanting for armor. Because that's a lot of armor every turn. And I'm just kind of waiting for other cards to deal with the units that are making it up. Now, the Hornbreaker Prince might not get all the kills, the Rail Beater might steal a whole bunch, but honestly, the Rail Beater might end up just doing more damage than the Hornbreaker, and I would not be that sad to see that be the case, so. Spells will make spells more expensive. Well, we can at least give you the armor. And, you know, play a spell here. I'd rather not make the spells expensive because I expect to shuffle once during this fight. I don't want things to be super expensive. There's no capacity for anything. Now we can put an imp here, and then you will tank the hit. Got another imp. Put a incant. Incant. Gaining a lot of armor. I mean, 9 armor every turn and then incant gain armor 6 is pretty good. How come it says +5? Oh, because you're a sweeper. Makes sense to me. Now is our champion getting a kill? No. Because the Rail Beater right now is going to do 30 and then 70. He's going to do 100 damage. The champion isn't even going to have a freaking chance in hell of getting a kill right now. Okay, there's a sweep coming out. I think we'll start with the Titan's Tooth here. It's going to make everything free. And I don't care if you die. Gain rage on a kill, whatever. Oh, I really wanted Inferno, but you know what? We'll just play it next turn. Incant. Gratitude. Inferno, I guess we'll just play it not on this combat, which honestly, we don't need it this combat. This combat's been going wonderfully. Now is the time for it, though. So Guardian Stone needs to come out. Weirdly enough, you actually make a good tank. Oh no, you're dying. Oh no, you're not. And then we'll just play this. By playing the Inferno, we're not buffing the top floor, but we're gonna need that Inferno eventually, for certain. For certain. We're not gonna play it here though. We're just gonna play 2 Frozen Lances. Adding armor is beautiful. Add armor on you or add armor on these guys? Oh my god. You know, the champion has been getting some kills. I gotta commend him on that. It is worth it. All right, what do we got? You're taking 159. You're gonna have a lot of spell weakness though. You spell shield. Rail Beater right now is getting 2 hits in, so that's perfect. Don't change that. You're taking 158 damage, 184 damage. The silo fight was really about killing units, so the fact that it didn't live is honestly fine. You're attacking me 3 times and then I'm killing you. I would have preferred that this had gone a little bit better on this floor, but we're still gonna be okay. We put up a lot of armor very quickly. Okay. Okay, so we do need to merge some units, but we'll be working on that. Ancient Synergy is just a beautiful card. Does a lot of damage, but is it what we really want? We have an Inferno, that's what we're gonna be playing every turn. We don't really care about Ancient Synergy, I feel. It's good to get kills, and it does punch through Spell Shield, but so does Piercing. If anything, we could just like duplicate that Piercing. So I think we say no to these, even though they are rare. Frostbite Sap is tempting, but if we go Capacity, we're not gonna have the energy for that. Are we gonna go Capacity? Yes, because we want Steelworker, Rail Beater, and the Champion on the same floor. So yeah, we're gonna go Capacity, so we're not gonna have a lot of value out of X. I think we're just gonna skip. Capacity. Now we can build up a major floor. Card removal? Card removal seems the way to go. We have a lot of torches that just aren't doing anything. I also admit that a multi-strike champion feels like it could be pretty good to help get kills, to help get multiple kills if units are making it up, but also just doing more damage means that the multi-strike has a better chance of, that against big enemies, the Hornbreaker Prince is more likely to get a big kill. So I think we're just gonna go with Reaper 3. We're gonna remove 2 torches. Actually, yeah, let's remove 2 torches. We'll remove Frozen Lances later. Remove Consume. 30 magic power, intrinsic, unit melding. Oh, an intrinsic Inferno would have been amazing, but it would have been way too expensive. Removing Consume on Vent is fine, but once we get Inferno, we don't need it. Plus 20 magic power and Consume. I don't know, 1 good torch seems okay. Upgrade a spell to be cheaper. March of Shields is like a very good card to play every single time it shows up. And then we will re-roll. We'll make another torch good. Although a 125 damage Titan's Gratitude is very good value at a spell weakness. So maybe we'll see if we can't make that play happen. And then as to make a spell cheaper, I don't know, torch, just to make it playable. And then unit melding. I think we need to do this. We need the glacial stone to go into the steelworker. Because now we have a super mega ultra armor incant floor. And then we're gonna do another one of those. And then after that, what are we gonna take? I don't know. Maybe there's gonna be like... Oh my god. What about a super Titan's Gratitude? 275 damage attuned consume. No, don't add the pack shards now. Go to the next battle. It's tempting though, it's tempting. Spell Shield 2. I don't think this is that bad. We do have spells that we want to play, but most of our spells are kind of trash, except for the one that pierces, so. If we get the one that pierces, we're just gonna play it at all times. So, champion goes up here. There is room for the silo fight here, because they are 3 capacity, I believe. Yup. So you're gonna go here. Yep, that's good enough. We're gonna have a big energy problem, but at the very least, all of our units are free most of the time, which is beautiful. So we have the Super Inferno, which is beautiful. Silophyte's gonna go down. Rail Beater's gonna go down. Steelworker's gonna go down, and this is our super floor. We get a lot of armor per turn and per incant. That'll help counter the sweep against the final boss. We have an Inferno. Well, we actually can't play it on this turn because of the Ember Drain, but in theory, we have an Inferno we can play every turn. Really wish we could have played it here, but oh well. If we can't play anything, we're just gonna dump our spells. And our champion did get a kill there. So you are taking some damage. We have literally no energy. It's fine, that's fine. There's a free torch, hey. Let's get some armor. Let's get some more armor. Champion got another kill. We have no energy on this combat. We should just accept that. I hate that you're making it up, and I kind of can't believe that you're making it up, but I guess it does make sense because we haven't really broken through your spell shield or done any damage. I might be able to kill you with a vent, but I don't have the spells necessary because I need 2 to punch through your spell shield. So you are gonna hit the pyre, but you're such a weak unit that I really don't think you're actually much of a problem. If I play the Molting Imp, we will also be Ember Drained, so let's not play the Molting Imp. Instead, why don't we just gain even more armor, and take like, 20 pyre damage, 16. It's not that bad. Bum, 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 bum. We also have no energy. And we're gonna have no energy next turn. So this is not like the ideal situation, of course, with these Ember Drain units, but, what are you gonna do? Days 3. Well, I'd actually rather you hit me so I can gain damage and kills and strike bonuses. I mean, our champion is doing 260, and with the melee weakness, that's 520 damage. That's pretty freaking good. Just don't even play the Molting Imp. So that's another 16 damage. So we took 32 damage, which kinda sucks, but what else are you gonna do? 1650. No, 16, 16, 16, 16. So you're gonna have 4 stacks of melee weakness, or spell weakness, which is only gonna hit Titan's Tooth. Oh, but I can't play anything else. So if I can't play anything, there's another stack of spell weakness. All right, you are totally dead though, and you're only doing 60 damage. Oh, I don't have the energy for it. Whatever. Our champion is doing 600 damage on his hits. I do worry about the crowds of units that are gonna make it up floor after floor, but I believe that our Inferno will be able to get the job done. At least I hope it will. So if we put, here's another thought of mine. Icy Silo Fight. If we put the Demon Fiend in the Silo Fight to make them a +30/+30 sweep quick, they're gonna have a lot of health, they're gonna have a lot of attack. We could then duplicate the Steelworker to have another source of armor on a second tank floor, and then the bottom floor is the Inferno floor plus the Imp floor. That's my thinking for the next two upcoming fights. Guardian Stone, I don't think we need. I don't think we need any of these. Dazing and discarding is not that bad, admittedly. It could prevent us from taking a lot of hits. So, I think maybe I'll take a Frenzied Swarm and then that's it. We have a 30 card deck. It's a bit thick, but it's not too bad. As for unit upgrades, we actually do not need unit upgrades, but what I like about the Right Path is that it does give us a duplication so that we can duplicate one of our units and have another big unit. We can always just buy artifacts. So we're gonna go Right Path. Quick, you know, literally doesn't matter. The Demon Fiend is gonna be melded here. Random Imp. When you summon your second unit, gain 3 energy. Apply Frozen to a card in your hand. I like the random Imp because sometimes we could get like an armor Imp. We're actually not gonna have the capacity for it. Maybe I don't like the Imp, or maybe I do because it's card draw every turn. +1 card draw every turn is what the Impsicle is. And when you think about it in that fashion, it doesn't seem that bad, does it? But we're gonna start with this. Demon Fiend gets sacked. Goes into the Silo Fight, a 4685 quick sweep unit. That seems pretty good. It also reduces the number of banner units in the deck. Duplication, we're gonna duplicate the Steel Worker, which gets us at 105 of 100 packed shards. That's pretty freaking good if you ask me. Another Incant armor gain as well. Hopefully that's enough damage that we have. And then I really like the Impsicle with the Queen's Tail relic. Do we take any of these or do we re-roll and look for something better? I think we might re-roll. Freezing a card in hand does seem pretty decent, but we're probably gonna be playing most of the cards that show up. The only things we're not gonna be playing are Inferno, and if we're not playing Inferno, then our strategy of dealing with the bottom floor has been screwed. Deal 2 damage when an enemy unit moves between floors, or spell weakness when they enter the train. I think spell weakness is pretty decent, because if we hit them with the Inferno, that's a lot of damage. We have exactly enough money for another removal, so let's get the torch out of the way. That's a lot of damage if we hit them with spell weakness. 200 damage out of an Inferno card on potentially all units on the bottom floor. That's beautiful. Okay, what do we got? Armor Imp. We're not gonna play the Armor Imp at the top. We are gonna play it for draw though. And it's free, I completely forgot about that. The imps are free, so it's plus energy and plus draw literally every turn from this Impsicle. So that's definitely the correct decision there. Okay, so top floor, we're gonna start with the Steelworker, Hornbreaker Prince. I would prefer it if the Prince got the kill, but this is still fine. Then, armor buff. Armor buff. Let's play you so we can get some draw. Silo Fight, middle floor. You're very big. But you're also a very quick sweeper, and not a lot of things are gonna make it up. Not a lot of things are gonna make it up. And we also got a Transcend him, which is armor, but we also have we have a Rail Beater and a Steel Worker. Okay, Rail Beater goes here. Steel Worker goes here. There's no more capacity for imps, but we can still play the imps down here. Sweep. Ember Drain. If I play the imp, it'll live, which I don't love. Although, you know what? Titan's Gratitude kills them, so we actually have a floor of units that are living. That's kind of crazy. I don't know, maybe the imp floor can actually like do some good. So let's spell weakness here, frozen lance here. It's more important to build up the armor on the top floor if at all possible, but that's why I upgraded that card with plus magic power and consume, and then with Inferno, now we just Inferno every turn. And then if we have any excess energy, because the cards are gonna be cheap and free, then we start thinking about, okay, well, let's Frozen Lance here, and, you know, let's Daze here, and, you know, get the incants going on. Can you armor buff enemies? If the card says friendly units, it's friendly units. If a card says unit, it'll work on enemy units. So our March of Shields could work on an enemy unit to push them to the front to kill them. If you needed it. If you needed it. Yo, I'm so sorry, imps. Like, if there was more capacity, I would put the imps here in order to gain the buffs from them, but there just isn't. So, buff you. Move a unit to the pyre. I mean, I don't want to move a unit to the pyre, really. Apply Daze 3. You're gonna live because of regen if I pull you up to the pyre. I'd rather you not hit the pyre. You're gonna Ember Drain me? I think I just let you Ember Drain me. Energy is not really that much of a problem, is it? The middle floor, all I need the middle floor to do is just keep the Silophyte alive as long as possible. All I care is that she's not dying, and so she's getting the sweep in to kill these units. But the Inferno is killing them. You know what? Think about it like this. The Silophyte is here in case I don't get the Inferno. I have a backup plan. I feel like that's something that I need a lot more of in these Monster Train runs. It's some sort of a backup plan. And I've got a backup plan here. I can deal with situations that otherwise would be a pain in the butt. I should have played Titan's Tooth up here, actually. You did get summoned up here, which is why you are annoying. Yeah, so you're gonna hit my pyre for 10 and then another 15. Unfortunately, without capacity to play an imp, there's nothing I can do about that. That's why we need to buff these units at the top floor, but it's hard when we're trying to get the kills on them. We also do not have energy. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, we do. No! And then just play through. Oh yeah, this is a good play. 5, 40, 40. The Hornbreaker Prince is getting a kill? Don't touch it. If the Hornbreaker Prince is getting a kill, you don't touch it. Yeah, you did 1 damage, Imp. Good job. Okay, we have 0 energy. We cannot play Inferno. I hate it, but we have 100 armor on each of these units, 50 times 2 melee weakness, 200 damage Hornbreaker Prince. They're not gonna make it up. Sure, it's annoying that we don't have the capability of playing the Inferno. It's really not that bad, though. Armor 14, armor 5, armor 6, and then armor 9. Man, we have a lot of armor. It's very good. Applies melee weakness to an enemy unit. Steel Pulley Claw. You're gonna die to the sweep, so you literally do not matter. But you do get an incant for this floor. Might as well daze him too. I could have dazed him at the top floor, but I think this is a little bit better just because we get the value from it. Also, I think the champion is gonna get another kill. So he'll go up to 260 base damage. Pretty freaking good if you ask me. Apply daze to units and discard your hand, yeah? One kill. Do you have 440 damage from the melee weakness? I mean, the champion is gonna be hitting for 500 damage. Yeah, 520. It's perfect. We are taking 225 damage. So it's taking a long time to kill, but the boss is doing 45 per turn. So the fact that we are, you know, taking as little damage as we are might be a good sign. I mean, we're doing 700 damage a turn. You gotta say that that's pretty decent. And this is where it all comes to a head. We're probably gonna do the same thing, start on the top floor, Inferno the bottom floor. If we get Inferno turn 1, oh, we didn't. But we did get a Titan's Tooth, which is really, really, really good. Now, the sweep is not that big of a problem. We get armor 9 every turn. So as long as we incant once, we heal on the top floor. And the top floor is important for us, so we're gonna start up there. And I can even daze you to stop you, which means I can play Siren Song to stop you. Okay, so. Or if I put the Welder Helper down, we won't get Ember Drained. No, I can't do that because I have to play you down first. Okay, so that's not gonna work. All right, we're gonna do it like this. Then we will daze you, but we'll also Titan's Tooth down here. Let's Welder first. Because if we draw a card, we can make it free. I could also discard my hand, but I don't care about this floor at all. I would much rather start incanting. And the daze totally does work. So let's see what we get on the next floor. Maybe an Inferno? No Inferno yet, but every Molting Imp is a draw through the deck. And we'll get there. I'm sure we'll get there soon, right? Did not get there, but we have an Icy Silophyte. Weirdly enough, a Molting Imp gets all of the kills, but why is she getting the kills as is? Ah, because of the Frostbite. But if we put down the Molting Imp, she actually attacks first and gets all the kills, so it's totally worth doing. We just barely do enough damage. Rail Beater has to go out. What I like about this is that even if there's no enemies, we're still hitting and buffing the strike on the Rail Beater. That's actually pretty nice, if you ask me. And we're also gonna apply 3 days to you since I have nothing else better to do with my turn. So never attack, please. And I never thought about that until right now. Beautiful. If we get holdover on the days card, you can just play it for 3 days every turn. It's absurd value. But we know what we're doing. Inferno. I don't care if you get armor as long as you're freaking dead. There's our armor. We still would prefer, whenever possible, to armor up here. I should have drawn a card with the imps, just in case we got something that was playable with the 2 energy card, but this still works, because we can just, you know, play this for incant, and then incant, and then incant, and we already have 120 armor and a front tank. We took a lot of damage on the middle floor, but we can always, you know, play some spells up there to keep him alive. I mean, hell, we can just play a March of Shields if we want. Then again, the middle floor isn't really that important. But then you run into a situation like this, where this guy is gonna live. He's gonna hit the frickin' pyre. Excuse me? Absurdly rude. So I would prefer it if you lived. You all have Spell Shield. You don't have Spell Shield, so honestly, doing 200 damage to you seems like pretty good. We'll start there, though. And then this is free, so we might as well vent. I wish that this could actually do more damage. It doesn't matter if we give you armor, you're still gonna live. So we'll just do it and then hit you for 250. That's actually a lot of damage to do with spells against a boss unit. So we'll take 7. The Inferno is doing a good job. The spell weakness hit the correct units because these guys have 300 health. Oh wait, now they only have 90. You are also living, but a vent will kill you. A torch will also kill you? Why are you taking 100? From the champion. Oh, so this will absolutely kill you then. And we'll get the kill with our champion. So I love that. Hit you with a spell weakness, hit you with an imp. I don't think we're gonna get another spell to play, so I mean honestly the consume vent might be worth playing just to get it out. I don't want to interrupt the champion's kill though, so yeah, we'll just play it here. Beautiful. Now this boss unit is very annoying, but I think we do enough damage with our champion with the melee weakness, because we'll hit for 50 and then 110, so 160 damage, and then the champion's gonna hit for 280. So that's a kill with the champion. Thank God we don't have like consume cards at all. Should have drawn. Should always draw every turn. I keep messing that up. And then honestly, I think we let the Steelworker die. We could play a March of Shields on him. It's just more important to play it up here. Actually, you know what? It's most important to keep another unit alive, because the sweep is going to be the thing that kills me. Not keeping all of the armor on this unit at the front. What's going to kill me, and I can't believe it took me until now to realize this. What's going to kill me is that it's a sweep. We need to buff the armor on other units more so than the Steelworker. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull you to the front, then pull you to the front. That way we get a little bit more armor specifically on the rail beater, and I think that does work out pretty well for us. Huh! So I'm gonna apply Daze to you. Our middle floor is gonna have a death, but that's fine. I mean, our Silophyte has 100 health. They're okay. We have another boss unit who's gotta go. I do like the Daze on the top floor to get even more Daze on the Last Divinity. Titan's Tooth is also interesting, but unnecessary. Although it will be discarded with Frenzied Swarm, and it will be played as a result of Frenzied Swarm, so I actually like that now that I think about it. You're getting both kills. Although, actually, if I do it like this, the champion will get a melee weakness hit in on Last Divinity. So now you're taking 400 instead of 180. We're doing a lot of damage, which is nice. We're almost there. And this Inferno it's been so good to me. Thank you, Inferno. And thank you, Siren Song, for allowing me to stack up all this amazing Daze. Yeah, I mean, that's totally worth playing. We'll lose out on a kill with the champion, but we'll stack up even more Daze, which I think is baller. Let's get you out of here so you don't live to hit the pyre one more time. Mighty Odin says, armor is a counter to Relentless. I mean, health is a counter to Relentless. If you have a 150 health tank, if you have you're freaking living. Maybe we should have gotten a kill with the prince on the last floor. If you have a lot of regen, it doesn't matter. As long as they're doing enough damage, anything is a good counter to Relentless. Play this in the incorrect order. I cannot play Siren Song, but it's permafrost. We'll play it next turn. I can't play it now, because I really do need this guy to die, or at least take as much damage as possible to not kill my pyre. He's not gonna kill my pyre, but only barely. And I honestly can almost not believe that we got him. We are gonna live, by the way. But I really can almost not believe that we got him. That's insane. We got real freaking close. Play melee weakness. Oh, sorry, spell weakness. I mean, we got it. You're gonna hit once. You know what? You're not gonna hit at all. Our champion was only doing 360, but with 200 health per unit, you know, that's way more than enough. And that was a pretty good run. Honestly, I didn't expect to get such good value out of the armor, but once we picked up that rail hammer, it really felt like armor was the way to go, and I'm glad we stuck with it. And I really like that melee weakness rail hammer unit. To buff the damage for the champion, to buff the damage that he himself is doing, with multi-strike, it's pretty decent. It's pretty decent. So that is a new victory, and a pretty decent run. The Inferno did work. We didn't draw it too late on the Last Divinity fight. You know, I worry about taking a card like this and then not drawing it for like 6 turns, because then you've let the units make it up and you've had to deal with them in other ways that the Inferno doesn't really become valuable. But getting it even on turn 3 was early enough that it really did pull its own weight. And these just armor units did a massive amount for us. The Guardian Stone Steelworker with Incant gain armor 2. Incant gains armor 6. Incant gains armor 5 for all units, and then after every turn, gain armor 9 for all units. So that's an insane amount of armor to gain every turn thanks to the Railhammer. I loved it. I loved it. And I also, I like the idea of duplicating these units that you've upgraded and melded with another unit, because you can get a lot of value for not that many packed shards. And a tank like this was very good to get and double up on. Anyways, good run, and you know, not an hour and a half long. So for those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe for more. Check me out on Twitch for when I go live, support me on Twitch, Patreon, and Streamlabs. And I hope to see you here again for the next run of Monster Train.